General Motors, Coinbase, Ethereum, Allegheny, Buzzfeed's, Google, Solana, Loopring, Nvidia, FetchAI. Hey, James here from TradingView and welcome back to our weekly Snaps Roundup. In this show, we look back over each day of the previous week and highlight the stories that you may have missed from across both the stocks and the crypto markets. Of course, if you like what you're watching, please consider subscribing to the channel, or if you'd like daily market updates, then all you need to do is have a free TradingView account and then follow the link in the description below where you can sign up to our daily emails. But anyway, let's jump in. General Motors has made a big bet on its EV efforts, buying full control of self-driving startup Cruise. GM is going to buy out SoftBank's stake in Cruise for $2.1 billion. The Japanese Vision Fund will exit the company 4 years after first acquiring a minority stake in the startup for $2.25 billion in 2018. It comes just before SoftBank was due to pay $1.35 billion in a second tranche of investments to help Cruise's commercial deployment of vehicles. It's currently rolling out driverless robo-taxi fleets in San Francisco, which GM will now have to pay for. Cruise has been going through, well, what could we call it, CEO drama recently, with former chief Dan Ammann abruptly departing in December following disagreements in strategy with GM CEO Mary Barra. He's been replaced by Cruise founder Kyle Voigt, who says the company will remain private for the foreseeable future as it focuses on its robo-taxi efforts. Now, the status of crypto securities still hangs in the balance at the moment, but that hasn't stopped Coinbase from being hit with a lawsuit for selling unregistered securities. Coinbase has been handed a $5 million class action lawsuit by 3 users who have accused the major exchange of selling 79 unregistered securities, cryptocurrencies, to its customers without having a license to do so. The plaintiffs protest that Coinbase didn't tell them about the risks of crypto before selling them these tokens, think Doge, Polkadot, Solana, etc., arguing that the platform should have registered with the SEC as a securities exchange. It's a similar case to the one Ripple Labs is currently fighting with the SEC for selling its native XRP token. Now, that court case has been going on for months now with no real indication of a clear winner just yet. So it will be unlikely that this will amount to much until the Ripple case sets the precedent for the industry. The crypto community has rallied together after the founder of a crypto investment firm was hit with a hack. DeFiance Capital founder Arthur Chong has had over $1.6 million worth of cryptocurrencies and NFTs stolen from his Ethereum hot wallet in DeFi's latest spear phishing attack. The audacious hacker then put the stolen NFTs up for sale on OpenSea, which earned a show of support for Arthur from the crypto community. One supporter even proved that not all heroes wear capes by going so far as to buy back the stolen NFTs and sell them at cost. Hot wallet on mobile phone is indeed not safe enough, in the words of Arthur. By contrast, cold wallets are not always connected to the internet and therefore safer, at least in theory. But it all highlights the need for operational security when you're keeping your own crypto, because it really feels like nothing is safe these days. Insurance company Allegheny saw its stock soar after getting a Warren Buffett blessing worth $11.6 billion. Yes, Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is buying Allegheny for nearly $12 billion in what is considered the business magnate's biggest deal since 2016. Berkshire already had a pretty strong insurance portfolio, so the Insurance Destroyers brand will be a good addition to the team and was odds worth dipping into its $147 billion cash pile for. Both sides seemed pretty chuffed with the news and hit new all-time highs. Allegheny saw its stock bring in gains of just under 25%, and Berkshire jumped 2.34% to take its March gains above 10% after closing above $500,000 for the first time the week before last. The deal will also bring back a powerful duo. Allegheny CEO Joseph Brandon was once considered a possible successor to Buffett and led Gen Re, which Berkshire owns, from 2001 to 2008. BuzzFeed's jam-packed earnings brought news of an exec departure, a division pivot, and revenue that failed to meet its SPAC's pledge. price fluttered up 6.46% on Tuesday, March 22nd, as investors decided to look on the bright side of Q4 earnings. The report missed the lofty yearly revenue expectations itself in its SPAC by over 20%, with revenues of $398 million, which, to be fair, has seen growth of 24%. BuzzFeed told investors revenue would hit at least $521 million in 2021 in its SPAC last year, which clearly isn't going to plan so far. It validates fears of the investors who thought the growth plan was unrealistic and pulled 94% of their money from the merger just before its December debut. Will it get better, you ask? Well, it hopes shrinking its money-losing newsroom division will help. News editor-in-chief Mark Scoofs has resigned, and 1.7% of BuzzFeed's total workforce is being laid off from the newsroom, which is losing up to $10 million per year. First quarter revenues were forecast to decline by single digits though, so change may take a while to take effect. Google parent company Alphabet waved goodbye to its quantum computing baby as the brand went off to play in the big kids' playground. Alphabet has spun off software startup Sandbox AQ into an independent company after letting it quietly grow since 2016, skimming under the radar because it operates outside of Alphabet's popular Moonshot division. It's turned into a brand that boasts a number of high-profile clients and big developments in the quantum technology and AI spaces, already getting over 9 figures in funding from big investors like the CEOs of both Google and Salesforce. Apparently there's a crazy demand for quantum tech right now because, in theory at least, they should be able to process things so much faster than even a conventional supercomputer can. Research firm Gartner estimates by the next year 20% of global companies will budget for quantum computing projects, up from 1% in 2018. Other big tech companies like Microsoft are also investing in the industry. Investors were feeling a touch unsteady when a Solana stablecoin protocol failed to live up to the stable part of its name after a hacker hit the network. The Casio stablecoin project has been looted for an estimated $28 million after a hacker exploited an infinite mint glitch in the Solana-based stablecoin project, and users were warned to get their money out ASAP. Casio's dollar-pegged stablecoin Cash fell from $1 to 0.00005 of a dollar in a matter of minutes after the glitch let hackers mint a bunch of tokens without providing any collateral, essentially wiping out their value. This is not the first time an infinite mint glitch derailed the stablecoin project. Last year, attackers stole over $250K worth of stablecoins from the safe dollar, ironic, liquidity pool and drove its price down to zero. It is no wonder Biden is considering clamping down on this industry at the moment. GameStop's highly anticipated NFT marketplace found a new partner in Loopring, and its token did some twirls of happiness. Loopring's native token sprung up 45% on Wednesday, March 23rd to hit a 2-month high, outperforming an otherwise muted crypto market and closing above $1 for the first time in a few weeks. A partnership with GameStop was behind the boom. The video game retailer launched the beta version of its long-awaited NFT marketplace last Wednesday, and the platform is using Loopring's Layer 2 technology. The marketplace wants to provide cheap and secure access to digital assets for the masses, and apparently Loopring inherits Ethereum's self-custodial security while abstracting away costly gas fees, leaving no one priced out. Chip makers have managed to bring out the bulls despite fighting in Eastern Europe threatening supply chains. Indeed, Nvidia got analysts super excited with its Investor Day presentation, where the chip maker said that its exploration of the data center, automotive and gaming markets offers a $1 trillion opportunity, and what investor does not like the word trillion? Intel added to that optimistic view of semiconductor stocks by appearing on Capitol Hill on Wednesday, March 23, to argue that government subsidies for domestic manufacturing would boost national security and address the global chip shortage. Nvidia led the gains with a nearly 10% jump on Thursday, March 24, and Intel saw its biggest one-day gain in over a year with a 7% increase. At the same time though, the invasion of Ukraine could derail the production of neon, a key gas ingredient for semiconductors, threatening supply chains even further. Fetch AI climbed the charts amid a mad marketing push for better brand recognition. Its native token rallied 10.5% on Thursday, March 24, after spending 10 of the past 11 sessions in the green, taking prices up over 50% for March so far in their best month since August last year. The launch of a $150 million ecosystem development fund was the biggest piece of news prompting the gains. Now, ecosystem funds are becoming super popular at the moment across crypto communities as they seem to efficiently attract new users. But there were a few other things sending the token on a bull run too. The project launched a large-scale marketing campaign that included a fancy new Formula One sponsorship deal, ooh la la, and Times Square billboards, and has plans to further integrate into the popular Cosmos ecosystem, which is sure to bring in even more new users. Okay folks, that is all we have time for. I very much hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, why not click on that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with the latest and greatest episodes as they come out every single week. But in the meantime, remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, look first, then leap.